Welcome back, everybody, to episode 9 of the Dirt to Daytona Wednesday night track walk. I'm your host, as always, Mr. Joshua Temple. Tonight, I am joined by the beautiful, glorious specimen of a man, Dr. Shiesty, Devin Bradley.
What's up? Thanks
Uh,
for having me again. Not like it's every week or anything, but
hey, I like to make it feel special, man. The first thing I
of
want to
course, of course.
the first thing I want to say, Nep is not here with us tonight. He is currently dealing with a situation with the family, so hopes and prayers out to him. And hopefully everything goes well with him and his family. But again, welcome everybody. We have a special episode here tonight. Um, Next Tuesday, which is November 4th, we'll be having our season six Daytona Pro Cup Series draft. Um, this is very highly anticipated. A lot of new faces. Just to give you guys a little bit of an insight, in total, we have 25 drivers to get chosen. We have 5 teams with 25 drivers. So each team is going to have 6 drivers, including the team captain, of course. So we got a lot to cover to get through this one, but it is the Dirt to Daytona Wednesday night track walk pre draft attack.
Hell yeah.
Again, this would be Nep's segment, but he's not here. So let's just say this is with Josh. But we're gonna jump into the Dare to Daytona Pro Cup Series Season 6 mock draft. So the big thing I want to go over before I show anybody names, we're gonna start from our 25th pick in the draft and work our way up. Shicey's going to be reading out what Nep's mock draft was. I'll be reading out what mine was. I know Shicey won't be able to explain too much why Nep picked what he did, but on my side, I'll do what I can. I've ran with most of these people. There's a couple that are towards the bottom because I have not seen what they're able to do, so just keep that in mind. Shicey, do the honors.
Alrighty. With the 25th pick in Nep's Mock's draft, he chose Harvick. I
The
believe this is because he hasn't been able to see
mhm.
Harvick run. So, not a whole lot behind that. Same thing with Beer Stick at number 24. Uh, and
Slow
then
your heels there, shotgun. You do 25, I do 25. You do 24, I do 24.
Okay,
Oh my
okay, I
lord.
guess.
All right. So you did
There you
25 and
go.
24. I'll do my 25 and 24. 25th,
Yes, sir.
I have Rubber Duck 22. Haven't raced with him yet. I would definitely recognize that name if it came through, but hasn't raced with us yet. I don't have high expectations. 24th, Harvick. Harvick pole 429. I know how he was in Heat 5. He's took a very long hiatus from racing. He came back into a completely different game. I do not know how that's going to go for him. So he's going to be on the bottom of my list for now. Shiesty, take it away with number 23.
Yeah, 23, he's got Rubber Duck. I don't know if he's ran with him or anything, but I surely have not. So there's that.
My 23rd, another person that we haven't ran with, which we have on Heat 5, but so far nothing on NASCAR 25, is Beer Stick Dan. 22 there,
With
Shiesty.
the 22nd pick, he chooses NSR Rob, which I've noticed. I've ran with him a couple times. We've had our league tryouts this past week, and he shows up. He's there. He's clean, consistent, and I look forward to seeing him out on the track every week.
My 22nd pick, again, this is someone that we have not seen on here yet. We had him on Heat 5. He made it to Championship 4 and the Xfinity Season 2. So I don't know how he's going to take on this game, even if he even comes into the game, because he did mark on his schedule he wanted to run part time. That would be a sale.
Yeah, with the 21st or 20th?
21st.
21st pick, he chooses A Sale, which I'm sure it's for the same reason.
Mm-hmm.
When we went over these earlier and we discussed it, the idea came up about 2 months ago now, and we all had Austin, also a sale, within the top 10. And after season 5 of Cup, we weren't sure how he'd pan out. And then he ran like he did in the Xfinity League, really boosted his draft stock. And we felt like he'd be a higher pick here, but he hasn't showed up for any of the tryouts, practices, etc. So, got a good feeling that's where A Cell comes into play there.
I agree. And my 21st pick is Redeemer. She's running a part-time schedule, so as a team owner for me, I want a full-time driver, but that's just me. Um, she does have a little bit of work to do. Don't get me wrong. She definitely has shown she can learn. Um, you know, that's a big thing to have with a driver. But she's gonna be marked down as a part-time driver. I'm looking for full-time guys. So that would be my reasoning to have her as 21.
Yeah, with the 20th, Nep has Redeemer here. I noticed she's grown a lot, especially since the first practice we ran with her in the truck cars
Hmm.
or truck cars. Gee, many Christmas. It's been a long day, but she's been working with Rowdy, and you can definitely see improvement and big improvement from the first time I ran with her. She's still a little bit rougher on the edges, but you can definitely tell she's been working on it, and she can definitely learn more. And as long as she's willing to do so, I think she could be pretty good in the league. Fit right in.
There you go. My 20th pick. This is again I've raced what two practice with him now. Um, he came over from Heat 5 with us. He's another one that you can tell is definitely learning. It's a learning curve for him with this game, but he's gonna get there. But again, I believe he's marked down as a part-time driver, so I'm putting him very low. Um, at my 20th spot would be MJ Toxic. That's where he's gonna be sitting for me.
Nep has Playboy CJ here at the 19th spot. Uh, can't really explain why, besides we haven't really ran a whole lot with him. So, Josh, take it
My
away.
my 19th pick is NSR Rob. The reason I'm putting him there, it looks like he fired off very well in our practice session we had with him the other day. Um, he fired off well, but it's the consistency thing that really comes into play with these vehicles and these cars. And he he was struggling at the end. So I'm gonna take him and put him at 19th.
Yeah, with the 18th pick of Nep's mock draft here, he chose MB, which we finally got to run with on the new game for the first time this week. Seems to be taken to it well, but he's definitely got to learn the game a bit more. But I know once he figures the game out, he'll be more than ready to go for the season.
Yep, same with me. My 18th pick was MB. Um, the reason I have him at 18th, like you said, that was our first time online running with him. And he definitely did not seem like the old MB. So it's gonna be a big learning curve. Just gotta put a little more time into the game, and I'm sure he's gonna be able to figure it out. But as of right now, I have him in 18th.
At 17, we got MJ Toxic. Again, can't really explain it. I know he's a good, reliable driver, but outside of him being a rookie and not really knowing what to expect, that's where Net put Mister MJ Toxic.
And for me, for 17th, I have Playboy CJ. I know he is taking a little tough with learning. He's on a controller for this. He doesn't have the wheel anymore, so he is taking a little bit to learn. And it's going to be a huge learning curve from going back to a controller from a wheel. So
100%.
he's gonna. I'm sure he'll get it all figured out at some point in time, but he's definitely showing signs of struggle.
Yeah, with the 16th pick of Nep's mock draft, we have Bames. For me, I feel like this is relatively low, but I've also only seen him once. The league's only seen him once. Joined this week, and we got to see him run. Consistently ran pretty much right next to me and trickled there for a while, so I feel like he'll fit right in.
All right, and for me, that was Bam 16. So I have James has speed at 16th. James is another returning from our prior seasons. He is a reliable and trusty driver, but he is smoking that right front at these tracks. So I'm sure he will figure that one out. Um, James, we love you, and I have a lot of willpower to put in you to hopefully, you know, see you get better as the time goes on.
For the 15th pick, Nep ended up putting himself down, which in a team owner, I look at Nep as one of those guys that you know are going to show up and get points for your team, and he's going to be there always. As long as he can be, he'll be there. He looks forward to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and he's going to be there running pretty much regardless unless something happens.
Exactly. For 15th for me, I have Toxic Diversion. I ran with him once, and he seemed decent. I mean, to me personally, putting him where I did at 15th feels a little low, but at the same time, it's just like from what I saw for now, it's fitting for him because he could definitely be a top 10 contender at all times, but there's a couple tracks that he raced at that we saw that he was just out of it. So I think right there in 15th is his spot.
With the 14th pick of Nep's draft, he takes Toxic Diversion. Uh, just like you said,
One under him.
I've ridden with him. Oh,
Toxic's 13th. Go under.
oh, I skipped right over James. Good lord. We got James has speed here at number 14. Just like you said, also. I mean, James is good for the solid first 5, 10 laps, depending on where you are, and
Hmm.
then he cooks the tires, and you start to see a gradual fall off with these new cars and the real life tire fall off. It just gradually falls off, and you don't have the pace everybody else does, nor the handling. So excited to see where he goes this season for sure.
And for me, 14th, it's gonna be Bam's 17. Bam's, I believe the first time we raced with him was literally yesterday.
Yep.
He left a good impression on me. So for his first time coming out there and doing what he did, I was just like, let me put him smack in the middle of the field because I think he's gonna be better. I think he's gonna be better. I think he's gonna be a true top 10 car. Right now, from seeing him for one full day, I'll put him in 14th.
And now at 13, we have Toxic Diversion. Another one of those guys that are new to the league. We haven't really ran with him a whole lot, so I don't really know what to expect here, but I'm sure he's gonna pull through once season starts, gets used to everybody's driving and all that.
All right, and for me, what I have in 13th, I think Nep Dog is going to go 13th, but mind you, I think he is going to be the biggest change from Heat 5 to NASCAR 25 in a good way that we've seen throughout the league. I think Nep is going to come out running consistent top 10s. I think he's going to make a big playoff push when it comes time. And who knows? He might sneak a couple top fives. He might even, one way or another, get himself in position to get a win. I feel like Nep will do it. Am I putting him in 13th? Yes. Do I think he's going to be better than a 13th draft pick? 100%.
I'm sure Nep's cheesing right now, ear to ear. But in the 12th spot, we have Jay Clay. Jay Clay, if I'm remembering correct, is a returning driver.
Hmm.
So I know I've ran with him quite a few times since the game dropped, and I've got to know him, got to know how he drives, and as long as I'm not coming up on him and he's not coming down on me, we're golden. uh, but he seems like a really good, consistent driver, and I'm sure he'll show up and show out when time comes as well.
I definitely do agree. With my 12th pick, I'm putting Bullet in 12th. Um, do I think from Heat 5 to NASCAR 25, he's going to drop a little bit. It's another thing where it's a learning curve. You know, he's got to put time into the game. It's all going to come down to that. Do I think he's going to be up there when it comes to a super speedway or maybe even an intermediate track? Yes, I think Bob's going to be up there. I think he's going to prove me wrong. I hope he proves me wrong. But yeah, right now from where I'm gonna have him, I'm gonna put him right in 12th.
With Nep's 11th pick, he takes the fan favorite Rowdy Rooster. He Everybody loves Rowdy. Rowdy Rooster. Everybody loves Rowdy too. But Rowdy Rooster's just got that edge to him. You send him over, he mess with the bull, get the horns kind of thing. He's life of the party every time he joins. So
And he
you
is a
definitely want one
brick.
of those guy on your team.
He is a brick fucking wall. So don't you forget it. Uh,
Exactly.
for my 11th pick, I have Jay Clay. Um, from what I've seen, he's proving me wrong from the first thing I said about him. Because I think the first mock draft we'd written up a month or so ago, I had him like 19th, 18th. He's proven me wrong. So that's
Yeah.
good. I did tell him, he's been gone for a little while, so I don't think he's going to be as good as he used to be because Jay Clay at one point in time was definitely a force to be reckoned with. He made a championship four in the Cup Series way back when. So is he starting to show that he still has it? 100%. And that's cool to see, and I'm glad to see it. And who knows? Maybe he'll work his way up a little higher on the draft board.
With the 10th pick of Nep's draft, he takes Dingle Hopper here. And, I kind of respect this pick for sure. Dingle Hopper's been in a lot of our practices that we hold. Um, and he's got speed, road course speed. I know at the Charlotte Roval and Watkins Glen, I was running with him. He's got intermediate speed. He's got speed really everywhere, just overall. And he's going to be one of those rookies to look out for this season.
And he's patient. He's
There's
definitely
a
patient.
handful of rookies, but I
Hmm.
think I think he can for sure pull at least one out of his bag this season.
My 10th place spot is Mr. Brickwall. He is the one and only award winner from the Rough Rider Award. That's NSR Rowdy Rooster. I think He has surprised me already, and I think he's going to continue to do so. He was running top like 5 or 6 each practice session we did, and being consistent each time. So that was awesome to see. I even raced him for like 7 or 8 laps, and I couldn't get around him. He was actually, pretty goddamn quick in keeping his car in front of me. So yeah, I think he's going to be turning a lot
He
of heads.
reminds me a lot of Ryan Newman almost.
That's a good one. Definitely. All
With
right.
the ninth pick, he takes Bullet Bob here. Give me just a second. Sorry.
Not good.
You want to go ahead and
Yep, I'll go.
say your ninth pick?
So my ninth pick I have in here. I haven't seen him on in about probably roughly a week or so, but Wolfie Man. Wolfie Man 314. He's he came in swinging already in the practice sessions. He's definitely figuring some
Yeah.
stuff out. When it comes to him and trying to pull a strategy call out of his ass, I do see him focusing on that, but he's also focusing on being consistent each lap. So that's cool to see. And yeah, I have him sitting at ninth.
I've noticed his speed's picked up overall at a
Mhm.
lot of tracks too. Like he's still able to save like he used to and have speed to hang up with everybody as well.
Mhm.
So with the ninth pick of Nep's draft is Bullet Bob. I think when Bob shows up, he's a really good, consistent top 5 to 10 driver. And of course, plate tracks. You can't count that man out, especially with the supervision of Joshua Temple.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But Josh, go ahead and take it away with pick number 8.
Pick number 8. I have Dinglehopper 78. So he's been one of the more consistent guys with getting on and running with us. Whenever we have a lobby open, I always hear he's on there running with people. Um, so he's putting a lot of effort in, which is awesome to see. Um, and he's been consistent each time we went out and raced. There's been a couple tracks where he's definitely one of the top cars to be racing with up front. And he goes to a couple tracks where he's like one on the like back end cars to be racing. So he's really either he comes out one of the best, he comes out and he's struggling. So that's one thing I see, and that's the reason I have him sitting in eighth.
I got to relate him to almost like a Kyle Larson. He's either there or he's not,
Mm,
kind of thing. Uh, with Nep's eighth pick,
hmm
he's got Wolfie. Again, it's Wolfie. He's he's gaining more speed on tracks. He's learning how to save his tires and gas, which makes him a threat on long runs as well. And then I think, I mean, he can pull out a New Hampshire at any time, at any point, at any track. So I think he's another guy that could pull a one or two out of his bum here this season.
Especially the way that man plays strategy, he definitely has something.
Yes, sir.
My seventh pick and Nep's seventh pick, we had the same exact pick. It's Outlaw Cassidy
Okay.
02. I think that was the perfect spot for that man. He he's one of our chit chatters of the league. Don't get me wrong, but he is a quick guy. Yeah, I know, and he's another again consistent driver, not driving you over. He will give you space. Um, the only thing that I see that's a problem with him is car judgment. Um, in car awareness. He doesn't see if you're under him because I've had 2 or 3 times now he turned onto me and spun himself out. So that's the one thing I've recognized with him. But other than that, he's a very consistent driver, and he definitely deserved being in that seventh spot. Um, what does Nep have for his sixth pick?
He's got Mr. C. Trickle here, which to me is kind of a shock, to be honest. Trickle seems like one of those guys that everybody's going to try to get, whether he's in the back half of the first round or hell, even if he ain't lucky enough to get drafted in the first round, he's going to be taken early in the second. He's not going to be one of those guys that sit on the board. He's always on practice. He's always learning how to get quicker, and he's always willing to help out others as well. That's a guy you really want on your team if you are a team owner.
Yeah, and Trickle puts a lot of time in, man. I mean, he's one that really that's an eye catcher to me. So again, like you said, that's somebody I want to build my team around. So definitely, I Nepolo balled him on that one. We'll just put it that way.
100%.
But my sixth pick is 43467. Um, there's a couple of tracks. The dude is the second place car. He is no doubts about it. He is the second place car. Um, do I think he might struggle in certain aspects of different types of races? Yes. When I've seen him around a lot of cars, definitely struggles. And it's more again towards the car awareness thing, but he's not cutting noses off. It's more of over driving a corner because somebody's very close to his back bumper. And
Almost like an anxiety.
correct. That's what I saw with him. But if he can get that out of the way, easily, I think he's in the top five, top four. Uh, but now here comes the very interesting top fives that we have. Trickle, start off with Nip's fifth.
Trickle.
I'm sorry,
I'm just
Shiesty.
messing. Long day again. Uh, in the fifth pick, he's got Ford. Again, just like you said, he's a good driver. He's a consistent top five driver at a lot of tracks, but someone gets up on his ass end and it's almost like an anxiety. And you notice that after a couple practices.
hmm
So
Man, I have to break my fifth pick to everybody. This is where I'm going to really shake things up. My fifth pick, finally, I don't think me and Smo go 1-2 anymore. I put myself in the fifth place spot. Now the reason I put myself in the fifth place spot, number one, not on as often as everyone else is, not learning the game enough. I feel like I need a little more time with certain tracks because you guys might not see it as a struggle, but I do. I see it as a struggle. So that's one of my things. And number two, consistency. There is certain places where will be consistent as fuck, and just that's it. Half of these tracks I've now raced at, I'm having a problem with consistency. I can tear a fucking really good lap out, but the next lap will be 3 tenths slower because somehow I smoked the right front already, or somehow I didn't get into the gas when I should have, and it kicked the ass in the car out, and I'm really fighting at that lap. Like that's what I'm struggling with half of these races. So for my fifth pick, Samo, we're not 1-2 anymore. I put myself.
with I don't agree with that, to be honest. All of us team owners know otherwise, but
I'm staying humble.
with Nep's fourth pick, he's got Reb, which to me, honestly, no surprise here. He's just one of those guys. You know what you're getting when you pick him. You're gonna get a fuel manager. You're gonna get a strategist, a healthy driver, clean driver. He's showing up every week. So, I mean, no surprise here at number four for Nep is Reb.
And I did the same exact thing. Fourth place, I put Reb. Um, he's a top five consistent guy. You are always going to probably get a top five out of this man. And like you said, very good strategist, very clean, and he is a very consistent driver. The one thing that puts this game on a little bit more of a level playing field versus what we had in Heat 5 was the whole clutch thing. The whole you could save fuel, shove the clutch in, let it coast into corners. We can all do that now, not just people on shifters. So that is really going to be an eye opener. But Reb's a good talent. He won the season 2 championship in the Xfinity Series for a reason. I put him at 4.
With Nep's third pick, he takes none other than Joshua Temple, man himself. If I see Josh sliding, this is the farthest I see him sliding, is 2-3. I mean, I'm not going to glaze too much, but it's just, you know who you're getting. You're getting the all time win leader, the all time championship leader. He's going to be there every week as long as he ain't got something going on. Like, he's just going to be one of those guys. He'll catch on. Any track that we run the week prior, he's going to catch on and he'll run his best laps every practice. He'll get better and better and better until he's up to par with Samo or the guy we're about to mention next.
My third pick. I truly think this is number 3. I think this he's going third, or he's at least going to top 5. But in my heart, he's third. Um, C Trickle 87. He is on. He is pushing people to be better, do better, show up in practice, get on, let's run, let's figure stuff out. That's what Trickle's doing. And like we said prior, who doesn't want to have a driver like that on their team? Nobody. Everyone wants somebody like that. He's almost like another Rowdy. So I'm definitely 100% taking Trickle and throwing him in the third spot.
With the second pick of Nep's draft, he takes Mr. JP, a rookie that kind of is surprising me quite a bit. Seems how he's 10th
Surprising us
faster
all.
than everybody else.
Surprising us all. And it's very hard to grasp that at times. But again, he's doing pretty goddamn good. Um, his consistency level is the highest I have seen. He struggles entering pit road. He struggles exiting pit road. That's where he's having a problem. Also, fuel mileage. It seems like he doesn't have his mileage down pat. So that is his flaws. But I don't know. He's fast as dude. Fast as dude. For my second pick, I'm putting Samoa at number 2. Me or Samoa are not getting that first pick spot. I don't feel. Do I feel he is the top 2 driver? Yes. Do I know if anything's gonna go like it has in season prior? Probably not. I'll put Samoa at number 2. I'll let him do all the dirty work because he's gonna be the leading dark horse into what can happen this season.
With Nep's first pick, which I am not going to say whether I agree with or whether I don't agree with, is Samo. I mean, there ain't many guys that can run like him at road courses, especially the newer ones. We've got a plethora of road courses out here, and he's almost like the new Connor Zillich or the old Connor Zillich and Shane Van Gisbergen of the league. He he's just one of those guys you know he's going to show up and show out anywhere, so long as he don't get taken out randomly or get
Especially the way these
fucked at
cars are.
Talladega and Daytona.
Especially the way these
So
cars are, man. I mean, oh my god. A little
it
tiny
just fits
tap and they're
him.
sideways. Yep.
Yep.
So,
But this game, this car
mhm,
just fits who Samo is. So
exactly.
that is Nep's number one pick.
And my number 1 pick, the man's been tenths faster than us at almost every single intermediate track. We don't race for a championship on a road course. We don't race for a championship on a short track. We race for it at Homestead on an intermediate.
Oh,
I have JPR as my number one pick. I don't know how the man's as fast as he is, but Jesus Christ, is it going to take a lot to beat him? Or is he going to be his worst enemy? He's going to be the one to spin the tires coming off pit road and spin the car out. So that's what I was touching on before. Regardless, he puts down some nasty laps, and I put him at number one. So let me get over to the official look of how our mock drafts go. Um, Shiesty, give me a little bit of input. What do you think was a good call, and what do you think is a WTF moment?
the WTF has got to be Trickle going at number 6. I mean, that's just a crazy. In my eyes, that's exactly who you want on your team. He's willing to help out anybody. He's willing to make everybody faster, and he's consistently learning more and more as he plays. Which, I mean, he started the league party chat up tonight about an hour and a half, 2 hours before the show started.
Mm-hmm.
He was on, ready to go. That was my big WTF. I mean, I've got another one, and that's there's the man himself.
Hold on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Is that who I hear? Neb, you got some explaining to do. You have some explaining to
Since,
do right now.
since you're not looking at chat or anything, let me rephrase what I said in chat.
Okay.
The top are like within points away from each other. Like they can be rearranged so easy. My big thing for um Trickle where I put him at, and if you read the chat, do you agree with me? Of the other five, they're getting road courses down. That's his weak link. But like this is a mock draft. I know Triple, he's gonna go out there and he's gonna by the time we get started or get to the next week's draft, he's gonna have it down pat. He's gonna have his stopping points and all that. That is the only reason why I put Trickle at number 6.
The man, the
All
myth,
right.
the
At least we
legend.
got a little bit of background there.
Yeah, we did. Nep, while you're here, I have another question to ask you.
Hold on one second, Josh.
We're holding. This is like phone or friend. That's what just happened right now. Nep came
Yeah,
flying in and was
it's
just like, wait a
out of
second.
nowhere
Yeah.
from the top rope.
Well, I'm apparently sitting up here talking, but it's, and the doctor just came in. So I'm gonna have to email this person back.
Nep, you're a little staggy, but I do want to give you a heads up. But yeah, yeah. So my biggest thing with what you did on your side, everything kind of we were neck and neck with a couple spots. The big eye opener to me was where you put yourself. So I think you're
100%.
honestly shooting low. You're probably shooting low to aim high, which I understand, but you need a game is game. Like you need to realize the practices that you've been in. That's why I put you 13th because you're gonna have the potential to be a top 10 at all times person, driver. You put yourself at 15th, so that to me you're just like, well, I might get a top 10 here and there. Fuck no, I think you're gonna be up there contending for top 10s all the time at least. And I personally believe you're going to be getting a couple top fives. You showed the speed in practice. You're actually consistent.
So
You're
my,
not all over the damn place. So give
so
yourself
my
give yourself
goal is
grace.
top 10, top 5, and try to get that elusive first career win.
Hmm.
But if you remember right, when we did our 3 um, draft, mock draft way back when we first started and all that.
Yep.
I had myself real low.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It goes
he
back to
had
that.
himself
It goes back to
even
that
lower
whole
than he
thing.
is now.
My worst critic is myself. If that makes any sense. I'm harder on myself than anybody else be. But I felt looking at who I put in front of me. You know, yeah, I saw where I had some good runs and all that,
Hmm.
and but then just like I said with Trickle, I've got a lot of work to do with the road course. So
Hmm.
that's why I put myself, you know, out of the top 10 and about mid pack, mid, right there in the mid teens.
Hmm. All right. Well, look at that. The man himself comes in, explains everything. Doesn't want the breakdown. Let me come in and
A
tell you
little
what's up.
curveball.
Yeah. All right. So
Yes, sir.
that is all for the
So,
mock draft side of the show. Um, I am now going to hand her off to Shitty. It's showtime.
It is Shitty's show time. Welcome back, everybody, for the best segment apart from NEP segment, of course. Everybody loves that. Shitty Showtime, where I want the panel, the chat, to all get immersed in ask questions, answer questions. I want it all. So, with that being said, we're going to go through these questions here I have prepared, and at the end, I will ask the audience if they've got any questions. Will North Wilkesboro be ran in NASCAR 25? If not, will we see a replacement race? This was supposed to be more or less a question for me and Nep because Josh can't really answer on
Can't
this.
answer it. Can't do it. Sorry.
But
well,
if I
if you were on last night's practice, City. If you remember right, I tinkered with it a little bit, and I even told Josh that it's a way that we can get.
so if I'm thinking correct, if we cannot run it, I know Josh wants to run that 36 race schedule. I've got a couple tracks here that I notice we don't run twice that I think could be really fun to run twice.
I just got to text from
Uh,
Speedy Houston.
what was that?
I just got a text from Speedy. He says sugar boy.
Yeah, Sugar Bush, we'd have to throw that in there somewhere. And maybe an all star race or something. But I thought maybe a Dover or a Nashville, like a concrete track, concrete intermediate. And then I noticed we don't run Pocono or Phoenix twice, neither. And then my favorite one from the little list I made was WWT, Worldwide Technology. I think with the racing we've seen in the practices, it is a super fun, close, competitive race. I feel like if we were to choose a track to substitute North Wilkesboro for, WWT would be a great option here.
So to give you a little bit of insight, what is in store? It will be replaced. Do I know what's going to
Oh,
replace it? No. That will be for us to decide when the time comes, because we will definitely try to get the race in, get the game, we'll get the cars in. It is a fun track to race. It's a tight track, but it's fun, and there's a lot of throttle control on this track. So it would be an awesome track to have in the game for us to race. But again, we can't decide yes or no. If we can't do it, we're going to continue on to keep that 35 race schedule, and we will find a replacement one way or another.
Well, at least we got half of the answer, Nip.
Right.
With the next question.
The next one's my favorite.
Oh, I love this one. This is my favorite as well. Who is your best bet to quote unquote win the Tough Luck Award? Here
Big
I'm gonna
Mike
have
Jr.
to.
Big Mike Jr.
God, I love this. What I did here with this one. This made my day whenever it came out exactly how I wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
I think with the way practices have gone, Mike has found the shit end of the stick every damn time.
He's always getting spun.
Every time, no matter what.
Or a bad
He's
push. A bad push. He'll
yep.
like hit someone in the left rear to go flying. They'll still come back across the track and collect him. It's awesome. It's great.
Probably not for him, but I don't know. I thought the flipping aspect of this was just the icing on the cake.
Hey, he can prove us wrong, but he will still be that 3-time defending Tough Luck Award winner.
My
Not just 3-time winning, defending.
Defending.
I took winning anybody that is racing at success.
Yep, it sounds like you're eating a phone. What'd you say, bud?
I heard anybody that's racing on a controller.
And my tough luck award goes to anybody in first place going into turn one at Chicago Street Course.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a damn good one too. There we go.
Yeah. The Chicago Street Course is gonna be such a difficult track, but we'll talk about that a little bit later.
I do strongly believe if Big Mike wins this award this season, we do have to legally change the
Change
name
it. Yeah.
to the Big Mike Jr. Award.
Or it'll be like Big Mike's Luck Award or some shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe
Well,
he'll break it.
to go with what you just said, our next question here: how many green flag laps will we see at the street course?
Um,
I believe once we all get to practicing for the street course, that it'll be just fine. It's more or less how many people are going to try to get on the throttle too
it's
aggressively, not
give.
who's going to blow the braking zones.
It's got to be a lot of give here.
Yeah, I'm trying to
100%.
remember. I'm trying to remember where in the schedule Chicago is. If it's towards the front, the middle part of the season, I can't really remember right off the top of my head. But a lot of them, I hope it's like on a Tuesday night that we run it, so that we don't have a week before it. We can all get on there early and really practice it and all that.
Yeah.
I just hope that it don't go like the first practice did there.
Oh my
That
God,
was
when
a
you're
nightmare.
flipping. Yeah. And the other issue I saw too at that practice for this track was people trying to put themselves in position to make the corner the best that they could. And again, zero car awareness, not realizing you're to the right of them, and they just turn over to you and they stuff you in the wall. Like nothing for nothing. When these cars get stuffed in the wall in this game, your handling is no more. Like it might not show that a toe link's bent or anything crazy like that, but Lord have mercy, does it change the way that car drives? So personally, when it comes to this question, I'm gonna hope and pray 75% of the race is gonna be green. Do I think that's gonna happen? I'm 50-50. Do I want it to happen?
do
Of
I
course.
do I feel as if we're gonna have a frustrated admin come to the third stage whenever we ran 3 green flag laps?
You already have a frustrated admin. He's just trying to figure it out.
With the next question here, Will we see our first Dirt to Daytona Cup rookie champion?
No.
Whether that's Trickle, Reb, or JP.
Will we see them in the championship four? Yes. Will we see them become the champion? I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
The
Kind of
problem
contradicting yourself there.
the problem is I see half the championship four being veterans and half being the rookies. But and it has proven itself over and over again, but the Xfinity series. The Xfinity series has been different. But over and over again, the rookies have it to the point where they do great during the season. They get into the championship four. When it comes down to the race, the strategy's off. It's almost like
Shit the
they
bed.
contradict themselves, correct. And we've seen that over and over again because they want to put themselves in the best spot. The only rookie that has done that to perfection was in the Xfinity series, and that was Reb. Reb was able to stick with his plan the whole race, save the fuel when he needed it, and go on to win the race and win the championship. So, so
Plus, rookie win the championship because I'm not running for rookie of the year, so there's no way a rookie's going to win the championship, but I'm going to win it.
there we go. That's what I want to hear.
I'm sorry for Big Mike's distress here. I just clicked over to the live stream and he said, I'm blocking y'all.
That's awesome.
Love you, Big Mike.
always, always.
From the Guilty Assassins or whatever, it says the freaking team flat nut.
Oh,
Oh,
what I wouldn't do to rig the voting for the tough luck award. But in all seriousness, I think we could see a rookie champion this season, and I think it could be either on strategy or just pure pace. Both of which we've seen out of rookies, whether that's Reb with the strategies or whether that's pace from JP, or we just have the straight up consistency from Trickle. I mean, this is a stacked rookie class. We've seen great rookie classes. I think I haven't been around for all of them, so tell me if I'm wrong, but this might be one of the biggest and best draft class or rookie classes we've had.
biggest, yes.
Oh,
Best, I'm gonna go to no.
Okay. See, I've only been around for one season, so
hmm
I didn't get to run with everybody before last season.
Season three, Rowdy season that he came in and brought in the best of the best. That was the season to
well,
be here.
yeah.
That was a crazy season to be a part of.
Now, a little side question with this. Do you think one of these guys could put up the best rookie season in D2D history?
Well, to put the best rookie seasons, you gotta be the best ever rookie, which was Rowdy. Rowdy ended up having 6 wins and made the championship four. Actually finished second in the championship run. So you
Do
gotta
you
beat
think
that.
we could see that again?
We could. I mean, we definitely could. It's just minimizing mistakes. And definitely going and making sure you stay consistent week in, week out, and put your practice in. But like I said, in order to be the best rookie, you gotta beat the best rookie, which is Rowdy, sitting right over there, and he's hungry. He is hungry this season. He lucked out a little bit the last Cup season, and same thing with the Xfinity season. He just missed out on making a another championship appearance and trying to win another championship. So definitely, you have to beat the defending best rookie that we've had in this league.
Mr. Trickle said, need to mock draft owner drivers. But with that being said, I'm go to the next question here, which really isn't a question. It's does anybody else have any questions for tonight? Whether that's live chat, whether that's Josh or Nep, now that he's here, any of you guys got questions?
So I do have one floating around in my head.
Shoot it.
My question really pertains to the returning drivers in the league. Do you feel prepared for this season, or do you feel like you're still out in the open on what to do when it comes down to driving every track that we have on the schedule?
So for myself, I feel like I always need to improve, but at the same time, I feel like it's also my rookie season again. I feel like it's a whole new aspect from what I ran last season, not only with it being a new game, but now I'm on wheel and pedals compared to controller. So, of course, I'm going to need work at every track, but do I think I've caught on a lot better than I originally thought I would? 100%. Do I think I'm ready to go back out there and run top 5 or 10? Think I can run top 10, but I don't think I'll be competing for wins like I did last season.
Hmm. Yep, how you feel?
Everything in chat. What was the question again?
So basically, it was to all the returning drivers. Do you feel like you're prepared for this season, or do you still feel like you're like on the outside looking in on how to drive all these tracks for this season?
Um, not to keep my own point, really, but I think I'm catching on better with this new game than I was able to pick up on Heat 5. You know,
I 100% agree.
I 1000% agree. I think
You
you've
have came
run
out. Yep.
2 or 3 times better than you ever did at any track in NASCAR Heat 5. And I mean, we've
you know,
practiced 2 different series 2 different times. So,
you know, last night at Michigan, out there with Josh in the same lobby, to mow all of y'all that were running, and I was able to turn the second fastest lap. You know, so I'm picking up somewhere.
Hey, just remember, Nep did have a pole on Heat 5. He did have one pole.
I think he can
Yeah.
sneak a couple more out this
Hmm.
season. I think he can sneak his first win if he right time, right place scenarios.
All it comes down is
Hard.
consistency.
100%.
Real quick, since it's been asked in the chat, I'm gonna do it real quick because they're asking just about the owner's driver. So these are my top five because there's five drivers. Rowdy's number one, Shicey's number two, Speedy's number three, Big Mike's fourth, NASCAR five. Josh, go ahead, you first.
Hmm. That's a really good
What's
question.
your first?
That is a really good question. If I had to put it in order like that, personally, number one, Speedy. Number two, Rowdy. Number three, Shiesty. Fourth would be Mike. Fifth would be NASCAR for me.
I think I'm going to chime in on this one. No bias, but I think it'll be Rowdy. Then, if we run Monday night and the Chiefs are playing, it's me. Otherwise, I think it'll be Speedy. Uh, then myself, Mike, and NASCAR.
Yeah, all pretty much on point there for that. Any other
Like I
questions
said,
out there? Does anyone want to ask anything else from the comments? Nep, can you think of one?
I mean, people started not to have to, do North Stars and All Stars because apparently somebody said you can get 20 in a lobby and these 12 drivers in one lobby, 13 in the other, take the top 20 and do a final race. Um,
We can't do that.
this,
Is if it was dirt, yes, by all means we can do A main, B main, stuff like that. Nah, we're in NASCAR, dude. If
Yep, it's
it's
you got a
different,
last all star
I
races.
know
Maybe there's a last chance race if you ain't won yet, but
and
but I
that will
mean, we're trying
definitely that will definitely be
to
something
to,
we'll look at for an all star race
but
if we do an all star race.
Mr. Snell says, "Hey, do you think you can change my nat- nature of being slow?" Mr. Snell,
hop on, get with some of the guys, trickle, rowdy. I'll help out where I can. As long as Josh is on, he'll help out.
Pretty much
Um,
anyone that's on that's from
it,
the OG side of it,
this
they'll get on
league
and run with
is
you.
very non-selfish when it comes to speed itself.
Hmm.
Like we want everybody to be faster than Samo and Josh, and I mean, I want people to be faster than myself. I'm not saying I'm the fastest by all means. I'm barely a fucking top five driver, but I think we all want to push everybody to be the best they can be and to get the most amazing racing we can get with it being clean.
yeah, exactly. Dingleberry says, how are we doing the draft? Like, what owner goes first and so
All right, so I will take the reins under this one. So, how we always do these drafts, it's chosen at random on who gets the first pick. So, the night of the draft, just before we start the draft, I do a random selection on a wheel. I put the team owners on there, spin it. So, the wheel will pick me five options. The first option will be the one that picks first, second will be the second, so on and so forth. And we do it as a snake draft. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how we do our draft style.
Viper has a question. Says
this
when it
is
comes down to the spotter making false calls and causing collisions, will that cost us points during the season?
No, no, not at all. No, so when it comes down to a racing incident, because that's what that is gonna be completely. It's a racing incident, so on and so forth. Of course, we'll be overlooking things just to make sure. That's why it's going to be stressed to make sure everyone records. That will also be in the rule book as well. They'll help explain that a little better. Um, the only time a penalty will come into play if we're at a super speedway, if you're pushing someone under the yellow line, if somebody's coming under the yellow line trying to push you up, or if someone's making a pass under the yellow line. So that goes for Daytona, Talladega, and now Echo Park. I know Echo Park does not have a yellow line, but it's got a red line. It's there. Um,
It's still a double. It's still a
correct,
double line.
correct. All that stuff will be a no-fly zone. If you come
oh,
into a corner and you miss the corner and you come flying up the track and you run into somebody, the first time we see it in a race, it will be, of course, back your corners up, don't race like that, let's restart this. If it gets into a point where it's a continuous thing, you will get penalized the next race. If race three, if you do it again, you will be yanked out of the cup side of things because we don't want that here. We want this to be as efficient, as fun, as competitive, and honestly as demanding as it possibly can be. Because we want to test your endurance levels and how well you can hold and maintain the car and with tight racing and stuff. We want to keep everything close and fun and as immersive and honestly, in a fun way, stressful as possible because you wanna do what you can in order to drive as hard as you can to keep your car up front. So that's what we're looking for. When it comes to the spotter making a call saying you're clear up high, if you slide up high and we see you throw somebody into the wall, or if we get a replay back and we see that you see the person in your mirror and you drove them into the wall, that's on you. You need to learn your car awareness. So it's going to apply with the same thing with the line rule. The first time will be a warning, second time will be okay. It will probably be a points penalty, and the third time will be you're getting yanked out the Cup Series, or you're going to be told you need to take a week off or a race off for what was going on, and we'll go from there. But all that stuff will get explained better as as we finish up with the ruling.
Well, there is one thing that will cause you to immediately be banned and never allowed to come back to the league,
There's
and
multiple
that is
things.
the public effect. Well, the public effect will definitely do it.
Correct, and Simone knows that very well. So if you do get into a scuffle with a driver on track, if you wait for said driver to come back around the track and you slow down and then you take him out, that right there is going to be get the fuck out. You're not coming back. That will be a complete removal from the league. You won't be in any series. You will be gone. We don't tolerate shit like that.
And this is everybody's warning.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. This is the warning. Also, cheating. Don't don't even think about it. Don't do it. I will catch it. I will pinpoint it. You will be removed. Don't do it.
JP,
Simple as that.
JPR says, can you explain playoff points? And does wins lock you into the playoff and or advance you to the next round?
So
And
the way we have this set up, we're gonna be running it almost exactly like how it is in real life. Fastest laps, you'll be getting a bonus point. Stage points throughout the stages. If you win a stage, you'll get one playoff point and 10 regular stage points. Races, if you do win a race, you do lock yourself into the next round or playoffs. But we are going to have a miss race rule. So let's say, for instance, we're in the round of 16. You come in race one, you win the race. You don't attend any other races for that round. So the other two races, you are not locked in. You will actually be removed out of the playoffs. We want people to show up and be in it. We don't want people to come in, win one race, back out, not come back until the next round. That's not what it's about. Anything over two races without being told will get you kicked out of a playoff spot. Um, if it's early in the season, a regular season, if you race a race and you miss two or three in a row and then you come back and race, you're now officially not locked in. You can't lock yourself in. You need to race your way into the playoffs. That's only for the regular season. It's going to be how it is that way. But when it comes playoff time, if you race one race and miss the next two, yeah, no, you automatically get yanked out of the playoffs. We don't tolerate that. You have to come in, you have to earn it, and show us that you're going to keep earning it. You can't just come in and be like, "Oh, I'm going to win. I'm going to make sure I win Echo Park for race one, and I'm missing the next two races because I don't need to be there." No, you need to show up. You need to show up, or we're kicking you out.
Trickle makes an excellent point. Even if you don't make the playoffs, still show up.
We have prizes on the line. We have awards on the line. We even have money on the line for some of these things. For a console game, it's pretty fucking cool. So come in. You might be able to get a trophy at the end of the season. You might be able to get a buck or two at the end of the season. You could pay for your cup entry fee with it. Like you can get a lot out of the season by showing up every week. Plus, it's fun. We have a great time. We keep stuff very, very enhanced and acts everybody that's been to playoffs in this league, your asshole is puckered each round because that's how crazy it gets. It's fun, man. Keep showing
Yeah,
up and
I
keep
found out
keep showing out.
firsthand.
hmm
Yeah, you can run second or third, fourth every race of the round, and You can randomly be beat out at any point, just straight off of points and wins. I mean, I will
That's
always
right.
say it. Bullet Bob stole my Final Four position my rookie season.
Mm-hmm.
100%. Hell, he knows it. He admitted to it.
Stole it and ran away with it. But do we have any other questions, comments, concerns? Let us know
I
now.
don't see
Not
any coming through. So,
Well, all
that
right.
being said, Josh, I'm going to send it to you for
And
the night.
time to wrap this up. This has been one of our quicker shows in the last little bit, and I will take it for today. Again, thank you everybody for showing up. As normal, Nep, Shiesty, I thank you guys so much for coming in and doing this with me. It's a great thing. We know we have something fun we do, and we stick to it. So that's all that really matters. One thing before we do completely sign off here, I do want to say I'll remind everyone again, this upcoming Tuesday, I will repeat again, this Tuesday, November 4th, is our season 6 draft live right here on my YouTube, Joshua Temple Racing. Come in,
okay.
stop in. It's a lot of fun. It's cool to be here and see, and we are going to piece together a fun draft for everyone. So please come in, stop in, see where people go, and enjoy it. But with that being said, we are done for tonight. Thank you everyone for showing up each week to give us at least a listen. It's always fun. Thank you very much, and everybody signing out. Have a good night.
That's